Mr. Kennedy, we'll start with, sorry, Mr. Kennedy, we'll recognize you for 5 minutes first.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here today. I have some deep concerns about what's transpiring at the VA across this country. And I know veterans, not only in my district, but across the nation, are disturbed about the news that is continuing to come out of the VA that will impact their care. Just to take a quick trip down memory lane, back in February, the VA dismissed 1,000 employees outright. That was February 13th. 11 days later, on February 24th, the VA cut another 1,400 employees, 2,400 people cut from serving our veterans in this nation. It was the beginning of a despicable pattern that we've seen coming out of this administration. In March, this committee discovered through a leaked memo that the VA planned to cut more than 80,000 employees, which Secretary Collins then confirmed. And now we're being told that the VA will not make this cut, but would reduce the number of employees by nearly 30,000 by the end of the fiscal year. 17,000 already gone, meaning there's going to be another 12,000, more than 12,000 additional cuts, the largest in VA history. And these reductions will affect critical frontline staff, including healthcare workers and benefits personnel. But I recall what Secretary Collins told this committee in May, and I'm going to quote the Secretary. The VA's staffing structure is aimed at finding ways to improve care and benefits for veterans without cutting care and benefits for veterans, and we're going to maintain the VA's mission-essential jobs like doctors, nurses, and claims processors while phasing out non-mission essential roles. That is not what we're seeing. I want to believe that that would be true, but if it's not true, then this committee responsible for VA oversight has been misled. And I have a couple of questions. Ms. Tharrett, you visited multiple VA facilities and have spoken with a wide range of employees. Based on what you've seen, similar roles face similar challenges nationwide. So why were collective bargaining rights preserved for nurses and facility workers at the Milwaukee VA, but stripped from their counterparts in the community that I represent in Buffalo, despite nearly identical job functions?
So, Representative Kennedy, the executive order related to labor relations is currently under litigation. There is a stay related to that executive order, so we are complying with that litigation right now.
Okay, so no answer. The only clear difference that I can see is union affiliation. Buffalo workers are represented by unions that have filed lawsuits against this administration, unlike those in Milwaukee. That raises serious concerns about political retribution and retaliation. Can you explain at all these decisions, how they were made, and whether the union activity played a role?
Representative Kennedy, I'm at this point in time, based on the stay in that particular case, I can't answer that question.
Okay, no answer again. Thank you. Dr. Elliott, after having conversations with VA employees in Buffalo, two things are clear to me. They take deep pride in serving our veterans, and they rely on their union to protect their rights and help them provide the best possible care. As you know, President Trump's EO 14251 misused the national security exemption in Title V to remove employees, including those at Hampton VA and Buffalo, from the bargaining unit. You just mentioned in your testimony that 43% reduction in hiring, that you're behind. Based on your experience, has the VA's approach to collective bargaining helped or hurt your ability to attract and retain staff?
I would say that it has. We have been, I guess,
it has
reduced our ability to recruit and retain. It has. But I also would like to say, if you don't mind, this situation about the 30,000 employees that are targeted as far as a number goes, In 1989, I met a nurse named Miss Eddie Riggs. She told me that a failure to plan is a plan to fail. You probably have heard that. When you rely on random reductions, there can be danger there. You don't know which critical and which non-critical position is going to be reduced. So let's say, for example, if out of that 30,000, 10,000 of them are doctors, we can't tolerate that. Or if 15,000 of them are nurses, we can't.
Gentleman's time has expired. We're going to move into a
Thank you.
second